Hello, it's Lyndsay Allison back with another video. This one is about social media and cell phone addiction. I think it's something that a lot of us can relate to, so let's get into it. For many of us, our phone is our bane, our nemesis, and our ever-present pacifier. It calls to us, it swoons, it waits until I have a moment, and then suddenly it takes hold of my softest, weakest self with a fun video, a cute shirt, or a picture of what someone I know is doing. Banal and soothing. To leave it seems wrong and unnecessary. So innocent. How could it be that bad? Well, I sit here still, only my thumb slowly tracing its all too familiar path up a small glass screen, over and over. The day depleting with my capacity for creativity, curiosity, or adventure. And once my eyes are on it and my hand is around it, graceless and lost, there is always something to look at, to look up, to order, to research, or to check in on, regardless of the fact that I checked in on it 23 seconds ago. This phone and social media addicted world, it makes me different than I used to be. It brings out jealousy, discomfort, uncertainty, a desire to buy, and an insecurity that I thought I had grown through in my 20s. But it all comes back when I'm scrolling through social media and random apps. Ooh, that looks interesting. Oh, and shouldn't I buy another couple of those soon? I lose sight of the world as I mindlessly reopen apps designed to hijack my attention, my opinion, and my money. I have, however, found some effective ways to deal with too much phone use. So here are 5 things that have helped me overcome my phone and social media addiction. Number 1, have a designated time in your day where you just don't use your phone. The ritual of it makes it easier than just suddenly deciding to take an impromptu break. So for myself, I start the day with a book instead of a phone. And I have always noticed that when I do this, the rest of the day is made easier without my phone for it. Somehow, that fresh morning hour where I write and read and drink my tea sets up the possibility of a much more mindful and thoughtful day. I also end the day without my phone as well. Winding down with my mind in control of where it chooses to go is so very nice. Now that doesn't mean that I'm on the phone the rest of the day, but it does mean that I am certain to leave screen time out of my options for these set times. Number 2, being an ambassador of living in the real world. When I go out, not only do I want to experience everything and everyone around me, for the sake of safety and for the sake of curiosity, but also I want to show anyone that isn't on their phone that we can contently live in the world without scrolling at every moment that we can get our hands on our bacteria-ridden little screens. When I'm out at a cafe waiting for my tea to be prepared, I read my book, or I just contently people watch, or think about what new video I might create. Not only do I want to experience my life when I am outside my home, but I truly want to show anyone that might be watching that there is another option. So I proudly exist as an ambassador of living in the real world, old school style. It also keeps me safer as people on their phones mindlessly walk towards me, with no realization that they are about to walk into me. Number 3, I have a weekly no phone day. So me and some people who read my blog started a No Phone Tuesday, and then a subscriber to my channel suggested a phone-free Friday. I think they're all great. So I always try to do 1 or 2 days where I am entirely apart from my phone, except for absolute necessity. All I can say is it is amazing. If I commit to it, it's not insanely hard. And by the end of the day, my level of ease and calm is absolutely astounding. One thing I will say though, is if you do accidentally have a little look, that it's easy to say, oh, well, I screwed it up. I guess the no phone day is over. It's not though. Put the phone back down and get back to it. Perfection is foolishness. Get back on the horse, because better than yesterday is better than yesterday. Number 4, I get rid of all the extra apps on my phone. Every so often I have a look through the apps on my phone to make sure that what's there is what I want, what I need, and what is good for me. What's on my phone is what I need or what I mindfully choose. Also, remember that you can delete stuff for a short time and get it back when you need it. That feeling of organization and curation of the apps on my phone helps to set me up to see this piece of technology as a tool to make my life easier and more productive, instead of it being a black hole-ish, time-sucking, money-sucking, mental health-sucking beast that I offer to myself when I pick it up. Number 5, have analog ways to check things that you normally check on your phone. Have you ever noticed that checking the weather becomes mindlessly scrolling through Instagram for an hour and searching around your favorite site for a sweater? Well, if you're anything like me, this can happen easily. So if there's ways to do things analog or old school style, then you won't have to be strong to put the phone back down now that you know that you'll need to bring a sweater on your walk today. So for those things that you always check on your phone but don't actually need to, maybe get some things that will help you to keep your phone set down. So maybe an outdoor thermometer, a calculator maybe, a clock in the living room. How many times have you been taken in by your social media of choice when all you intended to do was check what time it was? The more we need our phone or need to check our phone, the more opportunities for our phone to grab hold of our attention. Go in with a plan and don't get taken off course. I feel like what has really helped me the most in getting myself away from my phone is basically building a life where I don't need it. So where before I depended on my phone to keep me entertained, I've taken the time and created habits and hobbies that have nothing to do with my phone. And I remind myself regularly to put it down, to put it away, and to get back to my life. Thank you guys so much for listening. It means everything. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you next week.